Good morning and or afternoon, Guardians. My name is the Black Link, here to fill in for your weekly favorite story machine for the weekly Reset Guide video. He's out doing busy man things right now, so I'm going to be taking over for him for today. Alright, we've got the start of another wonderful week here in the world of Destiny. A very interesting week. It's going to be chock full of things to do. We've got the return of Iron Banner. We have a full curse week, the final full curse week as I do recall. Or at least the final one where you can visit Mara and have something special happen. So make sure you go and do that. But let's go ahead and start off in the tower with the things that we've got to do here. Of course, we have got the Guardian of All Vendor Challenge from Ikora Ray. You can head over to her. You need to complete 20 of any bounties across the system. It'll get you some powerful gear. Additionally, of course, we've got our clan rewards. You got to get about 5,000 clan XP. You'll get your rewards from that. And of course, we have got the powerful armor from the Recipe for Success Vendor Challenge with Ada 1. Successfully forge multiple weapon frames in the Lost Forges of the Black Armory. This can get you some powerful armor, so if you're somebody who's still trying to get your way up to 700 and you're trying to focus on armor, this is kind of a good way to do it. Of course, Ada also has her 2 powerful weapon frames. You can go and complete those and basically Berguzia Forge out in the EDZ. That'll get you 2 powerful weapon drops for the week. Not too bad, it's the usual stuff this week. Moving on to the normal milestones, let's take a look-see here. Looks like our flashpoint this week is going to be on Nessus. The flashpoint, of course, can be completed by doing public events, heroic public events. The heroic adventure for today, which is Deep Conversation. You can get this done for a powerful drop, and it's going to get you like 33 to 35% towards your weekly flashpoint. You should be able to get that done with, heroic public events all around the place in no time flat. Head over to your girl, Failsafe, who will get you those rewards. You can see down there, complete activities on Nessus for powerful gear. Not bad. Let's check out the Vanguard playlist for this week. First up, we've got our daily heroic story missions. Completing 3 of these will get you powerful gear. Our 5 options for this week are Fury, Riptide, Beyond Infinity, Deep Storage, and Pilgrimage. With, of course, rotating daily modifiers and a weekly burn as well. The weekly burn this week is Void Singe for the daily heroic story missions, and the daily modifiers are Grounded and Heavyweights. This is a pretty good time to get these 3 heroic story missions out of the way. All of them are pretty easy to complete. Moving over to the strikes for this week. Of course, we've got Void Singe, Grounded, and Heavyweight as the daily modifiers for this as well. You can get your daily challenge to complete a strike for powerful gear, as well as the weekly challenge where you need to complete strikes using a subclass of the same light element as a team member. Make sure you check that before you head in. The last thing you want to do is run 3 or 4 strikes and then realize you were Void while everybody else was running Arc. Doesn't feel good. I kind of wish they would get rid of that challenge and just make it 3 strike completions. Alright, moving on for the Nightfall this week. Of course, you can get 2 powerful drops from this. The powerful drop you get from just completing the normal Nightfall, and the powerful drop you get for completing the Nightfall with a score of 100,000 or above. As for the strikes this week, we have got the Insight Terminus, the Pyramidion, and the Tree of Probabilities. All 3 of these have Nightfall-specific loot that I guess is pretty decent. For the Insight Terminus, I do believe it's like the Long Goodbye. It's a sniper rifle. Same thing for the Pyramidion. You've got the Silicon Neuroma sniper rifle. And finally, the Tree of Probabilities can grant you the DFA legendary hand cannon. Very good hand cannon. Actually has really good base stats. But unfortunately, if you're on console, it's like a 140, so it's not going to be the most reliable thing in the world out there. But alright, that is it for your Nightfalls for this week. Let's move on, shall we? Next up, we have got the Gambit playlist. Of course, you've got a variety of things to do in here. We've got the normal Gambit game mode. You have your daily powerful gear drop, as well as your weekly 3 matches that can get you some powerful gear as well. We've got Gambit Prime, where you can complete 4 Gambit Prime matches to get some powerful drops. And then, of course, we have the Reckoning, the new in-game PvE activity. This is a pretty fun activity, and looking at all this now is just reminding me actually of how many different milestones we have to complete each week. It's almost too much stuff now, which I guess is a good problem to have. Successfully complete Reckoning runs. Higher tiers grant the most efficient progress. You get that up to 100, you can get some powerful gear drops. And between Gambit Prime and the Reckoning, you can actually get some post-game drops that are specific Reckoning weapons, stuff like the Last Man Standing, the Spare Rations, really powerful guns that have really great abilities. Definitely worthwhile to get this stuff done for the week. Of course, in order to get the Reckoning, you will need to complete the short quest line tied to Gambit Prime, which just requires completing like a single bounty and then stuff like that. So if you haven't done that, go talk to the Drifter, get it done, because the rewards are well worth the time invested. Alright, next up we've got the Crucible. Of course, we've got our Crucible playlist. This week we've got the Iron Banner returning as the weekly Crucible playlist. You can complete basically matches in any of these outside of private games in order to get your 5 match completions for your powerful gear. We've got Quick Play, we've got our Rumble, we've got Iron Banner, we've got Comp. But Iron Banner is of course going to give you special rewards in the form of the stuff that you can purchase at Lord Saladin, which we'll be covering in just a little bit. Alright, we're almost done with the Director here, I promise. Finally, we've got the Dreaming City, of course. You've got a few different powerful rewards you can get here. Our girl Petrovenge is going to be located over in Rheasilvia. You can get powerful gear for completing 2 weekly bounties, of course. Those weekly bounties will also drop powerful gear. You've got your special mission this week. It's a full curse week, so we have got the dungeon, the Shattered Throne, available for running. That's going to give you several powerful drops. I definitely recommend you go through and get that done if you're trying to make your way up to power level 700. And of course, you've got Blindwell and the challenges and whatnot tied to that. Finally, of course, this week is supposed to be the last week with the message from the Queen, so make sure you head over to Petra, you pick up that bounty that gets you your offering to the Oracle, you go do your Blindwell runs, and then you go see the Queen. We might be getting something very special this week. Alright, oh, I also forgot, we've got the Ascendant Challenge. I do believe this week it's located in Rheasilvia, I want to say, so it'll be right near where Petra is. Okay, now with that all said, let's take a look at some of the things that are available here in the tower from vendors. First things first, Lord Saladin returns today. The Iron Banner is back and ready to rock and roll. This is the final Iron Banner of Season 6. As you can see, he's got his usual stuff on sale this week. You can get the Iron Banner armor, but for weapons, he's got Krimel's Dagger, the Iron Banner hand cannon. It's not very good. And the Swarm of the Raven, which is, I guess, a passable drum-fed grenade launcher. Not a great roll, though. I mean, it's got proximity dead, but you're looking for, like, Ambitious Assassin or something like that. Of course, you can also get the Iron Burden. I don't know why you would. You can take that to lower your light by 100 so that you can get kills to work towards the curated version of the Wizened Rebuke, which has now been added to the random loot pool. If you've completed the challenge, gotten your curated Wizened, you can actually get that as a random drop from Lord Saladin's Iron Engrams. Make sure you pick those up. Of course, he's also got weekly bounties that you can complete that will get you all kinds of powerful gear. This is the week to get caught up if you're trying to get to power level 700 before the Season of Opulence begins. Alright, moving on from here, let's go check out the final thing we've got to cover, Eververse. Oh boy, it's everybody's favorite part of the show, the part where we get to see all the things you can spend your real-life money on. Of course, we have got several packages for the Outbreak Perfected. We've got the Exfiltration Bundle. This is going to get you the Patient Zero. This is the stuff you can buy for real-life money. We've got the Memory of the Plague, which gets you the Pandemic Ornament for the Outbreak Perfected. And then, of course, we've got the Primetime Bundle, which can get you some, Notorious Engrams. And then the Ether Supply Bundle, which gets you a Totem Shell. Makes your ghost look like a servitor. It's kind of neat looking. Moving on to the stuff you can actually buy for Bright Dust, we've got the Rock Out emote. It's kind of a lesser version of the Rock Out emote we had in Destiny 1. Giving you that Back to the Future Marty McFly vibe right there. We've got the Gallop emote. The Beat Patrol Legendary Sparrow. The Mad Son of the Seychelles. This is the Warmind Sparrow. Probably one of the cooler looking sparrows in the game. We've got the Ignition CER ship. In Medias Res. The Warrior Shell, for ghosts who can't stop thinking. It's very weird looking. I think what I'd worry about is the weird shape of this shell. I don't think I like it. We've got the Bank Projection for your ghost. When you have to send messages to people who refuse to join party chat. And Eververse is going to be selling the chest piece for your character of choice. For Warlocks, that's the Duster of the Cormorant Blade. I love it. I love the dusters in this game. We need more armor that has these big trench coats. Alright, for the ornaments, we have got the Colony XZ812. Very Siva looking ornament. The Eye of Osiris. Then moving on, we've got the Twin Snakes Transmat effect. Pretty cool looking. The purple beam effects, we've got Metropolitan Acoustics for the shader, as well as Midnight Talons. I might have to stock up on that one. This is one of the few gold shaders in the game. Then, of course, you've got your Boons of the Vanguard, Boons of the Crucible, and your Fire Team Medallions. On page 2, of course, you've got your Eververse bounties. You can pick these up. They're very easy to complete, and they all reward you with Bright Dust, so you can buy this stuff down here. Not too bad. Finally, of course, we've got the usual packages. We've got the package for the Whisper of the Worm, the Thunderlord package. This is just stuff with the previously sold ornaments and stuff like that. And then we've got the Lightning Rod bundles, Lightning Before Thunder bundle, and Rising Storm or Resting Storm bundle for your classes. These just give you the specific class emotes and whatnot. But there we go, Guardians. That is pretty much it for everything we needed to cover in this week's reset video. I think I got everything that story usually gets, hopefully. I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comment section below if I forgot anything. The only thing I can think of is, of course, the Drifter. He's got his usual Gambit Prime bounties that can also get you some powerful legendary rewards. But alright, Guardians, that is it for this one. We've got another whole week in the world of Destiny 2 ahead of us. Get out there, get some stuff done, go play Iron Banner, get your Dreaming City stuff done, and let's see what we've got coming towards us in the future. But I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.